The next asynchronous question in JavaScript will be for sure async await. And here actually we must rewrite the previous exercise, like mapping users with two promises, in async await function. As you can see here, we have our users, user statuses, and two functions, get users and get user promises. And actually I commented out our previous code so we can copy parts of it. And the first thing that we must do here is create additional function. Why is that? Because you are not allowed to write async await directly in the root part of your JavaScript file. This is why here first of all we must create something like get mapped users maybe, because we want to make it an asynchronous function. This is why here we're using our async keyword and here we're creating our function. And this async keyword allows us to use await inside. What we want to do now, we want to get our users and user statuses. So here I can simply write users, don't forget this await, and here we're just writing get users. And if you forget here await, then here we won't get our users, but you will get here a promise. And this is not what we want. We want to resolve our promise. The next line here will be user statuses, and here we want to get our get user statuses. And obviously, as you can see, this code is much easier to read, because we don't have any then, we don't have promise all. It looks like it is simple synchronous code, because the lines are executed one by one. And after this, actually, we want to copy paste our mapping and put it here, because we won't change it, and it doesn't make any sense to create additional function, because inside this function we have just two lines. This is why here we can write const mapped users, and here we're assigning users.map, and we're making exactly the same stuff like we did in previous video. So after the third line, we already have our map data. So here we can write console log mapped users, and here we can check our mapped users. We also must call somewhere our get mapped users function, and we don't need to write here await or something, because we simply call an asynchronous function. Now I will reload this page. As you can see, we're getting mapped users, and this is our response, which actually means this code is working correctly, and this code is looking super readable because we used here async await. But this is not enough. We always want to wrap our await code with try catch. Why is that? Because if here we will get some error, then we will never see it. We will have an error on code promise. This is why here we want at the beginning to write try, and here at the end after our console log we want to close it and write here catch, and here we're getting our error. And inside our catch we want to write something like console log error, and here is error that we can get. In this case, we're on the safe side, and we know if some asynchronous code is not working here or we're getting some errors, we will then throw an error here inside catch. Let's check this out. Our code is still working, and we successfully used async await to rewrite our promises with it.